Hello, my name is Bernadette Leszczynski, and I'm a second grade teacher as well as a yoga instructor. And I'm starting a new series called The Gifts of Yoga for the Classroom Teacher. So being a classroom teacher involves many skills. They are all equally important. However, when the bell rings and the students arrive, I'm reminded that patience will help me maintain a sense of balance between my own expectations of the students and their unique abilities. And as far as yoga is concerned, once that first Om is sounded, I'm reminded that patience on the mat will help me maintain a sense of balance with what is being asked of me and what my unique body can do. So remember, every pose is an invitation, not an obligation. So with that being said, let's begin this practice with the sound of Om. Sitting in Sukhasana, palms on your knees, send your shoulders back, lift your crown, inhale. Om. Now that we are connected, let's begin our breath work and connect with our breath and our body. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose as well. And just take note of your breath. Is it harried? Is it sluggish? And you want to maintain a balance between your inhalation and your exhalation. So find that balance. And now that you've checked in with your breath, check in with your body. Are there any areas that feel tender? And send your breath to that area. Walk your fingertips out by your side. Inhale, lift your arms up. Perhaps your fingertips touch. And then exhale, bring your palms down through heart center. And Emerson said to adopt the pace of nature, her secret, patience. So perhaps your intention is about patience, or perhaps you have your own personal intention you'd like to set. Bring your palms to your knees. Now that we've connected with our breath, we can begin our warm-ups. I'm going to take my glasses off here. Sitting in Sukhasana, sending your shoulders back, lifting your crown. Begin with some neck stretches. Inhale and release your chin to your chest area. And then on the inhale, bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Exhale, release your chin to your chest. And then inhale, lift your left ear to your left shoulder. That's the motion. Exhaling as you bring your chin down. Inhaling as you lift your ears either to the right or to the left. Bring your chin to your chest. And then bring your gaze up. And then bring yourself into tabletop. Palms directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. Feet are flat on the mat, or you can keep your toes curled, yogi's choice. Inhale, lift your tailbone and your chin, and then exhale, bring it all in, pressing into your shins and your palms as you look towards your heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cat, heart center. Come back to flat back, moving into thread the needle. Inhale, and bring your right forearm between your left forearm and left thigh as you lower your right temple to the earth. Right shoulder's on the earth as well. Take a couple breaths here. Pressing into your left palm on the next inhale, lift yourself back up to tabletop. Exhale. Inhale, take your left forearm between your right forearm and right thigh. Left temple comes down to the earth. Take a couple breaths. Inhale, press into your right palm. Bring yourself back to tabletop. Moving into hip circles. Bring your hips to the right, forward, left, back. And one more time in that direction. Then center, left, back, right, forward. So you're moving counterclockwise. And then come back to center, curl your toes, lift your knees, and then send your hips up and back, coming into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, and begin to pedal your feet here. Center, tent your right fingertips, and bring your right foot through between your palms. Release your left knee. Inhale, sweep your arms up for Anjaneyasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring your palms down to the earth. Left palm stays on the earth. Right palm comes to right knee. Inhale. And then exhale, twist and lift your right arm. Bring your right palm down and send your right foot back to meet your left. And then tent your left fingertips and step your left foot through between your palms, lowering your right knee. And then sweeping your arms up on the inhale for Anjaneyasana, devotion pose. Bring your palms down to the earth. Right palm stays on the earth. Left palm comes to the left knee. Inhale. And then exhale, twist and lift your left arm. Inhale, and then exhale, release your left palm to the earth. Send your left foot back to meet your right for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend your knees and step or hop to the top of your mat for Uttanasana. And perhaps you'll need a block here, bringing the earth to your palms. Remember, it's all about patience and working with your unique body. Inhale, flat back, palms come to shins. Exhale, lower once again to Uttanasana. And then inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Arms by your ears. Palms may touch. Exhale, bring your palms down through heart center for Anjali Mudra. And just feel the effects of those warm-ups on your body. Moving into our asanas. Let's remember to move like honey and keeping that pace of nature by being patient with ourselves. Inhale, lift your arms up high. Exhale, dive down into Uttanasana. Keep in mind that you can use a block to support your palms and bring it closer to the earth, or come to your fingertips or palms. Inhale, lift, flat back, arms, palms come to shins. Exhale, lower, and step back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pedal your feet slightly, then center, and then again move like honey, lifting your toes as you pour your shoulders over your palms for high lunge, and then send yourself back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, back Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath. Bend your knees and step or hop to the top of your mat. Once again in Uttanasana. And then inhale, rise all the way up. Arms by your ears. Palms may touch. Bring your palms down through heart center for Anjali Mudra. Dip yourself slightly forward and step your left foot back, moving into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So your left foot is about 45 degrees, right toes are facing the top of your mat. You have a slight micro bend in your knee. Hips are aligned with the side of the mat. Bring your arms out parallel to the earth. Inhale, and then exhale, hinge and dip forward into your Trikonasana. Remember, also here you can bring the earth to you if you can't reach the earth by placing your palm on a block, or if you prefer, like I prefer, I keep my palm close to my shin. And then I may press on that slightly to open myself up, open my chest up. Take a breath here. Gaze can be upward or gaze can be lowered to your foot. Bend your right knee as you bring your right forearm onto your leg, and then inhale, and then exhale, sweep your arm, left arm over your left ear for side angle pose. Inhale and sweep yourself back up so that you come into your 5-pointed star. Palms come to your hips. Inhale, and then exhale, begin to slide your palms down your legs as you take hold of your ankles in wide-legged forward fold. Place your palms on your low back and begin to bring yourself back up ever slowly. Think of those flowers, seeds sprouting, and just notice, and I'm sure you have, that some sprout at different times, just like our students and just like us. Your head comes up last. Send your right toes to the top of your mat, your left toes 45 degrees. Begin to bend your right knee. Knee is aligned with the second and third toe. 90-degree bend or less, never more. And then send your arms out for Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, sending your gaze over your right fingertips. Lower your left palm, flip your right, and pour yourself over for Reverse Warrior. Then cartwheel your arms around, plant both of your palms, send your right foot back to your left for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend your knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, lower, and then sweep your arms all the way up, bringing your palms down to heart center. And just take a moment to feel the effects of those poses on the right side of your body. As we now do that same little sequence on the left side. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, dive down into Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, lower, and then step back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Just pedal your feet slightly. Then center. And then begin to lift up on your toes and pour yourself over into high plank. And then exhale, lower, come back into downward facing dog. Pour yourself over. Back to downward facing dog. One more time. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees and step or hop to the top of your mat for Uttanasana. And then inhale, sweep your arms all the way up for Tadasana. Exhaling, bring your palms down to heart center. Tip yourself slightly forward as you send your right foot back about 45 degrees. And your left toes face the top or back of your mat, however you want to look at it. Send your hips to the side. Bring your arms out parallel to the earth. Moving into triangle pose on the left side. Inhale, and then exhale. Hinge and dip. Remember, you can use your block if you so choose. Gaze can be on your foot or on your thumb. Begin to bend your left knee as you bring your left forearm on your left thigh. Moving into side angle. Bring your right arm over your right ear and feel that stretch on the side body. Then sweep yourself back up. Send yourself into your 5-pointed star, so toes are aligned with the side of your mat. Palms come to your low back. Inhale, and then exhale, pour yourself over, sliding your palms down your legs. Take hold of your ankles. Palms come to your low back as you begin to sprout up. Remember, your head comes up last. And send your left toes to the top or back of your mat. Right toes are about 45 degrees. Moving into Virabhadrasana 2. Bring your arms out parallel to the earth. Left knee is aligned with the second and third toe. And then send your drishti over your left fingertips. Release your right palm on your right thigh. Flip your left palm as you bring your left arm up and over. Reverse warrior. And then cartwheel your arms back down. Send your left foot to meet your right in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend your knees. Step or hop to the top of your mat for Uttanasana. And then sweep your arms all the way up for Tadasana. Palms come down to heart center. And just feel the effects of those poses on the left side of your body. And then step to the middle of your mat as we move into our balancing pose. Moving into our balancing pose for Chasana or tree pose, just keep in mind that balancing is very tricky. And some days you have it and some days you don't. And some days your right side is more cooperative and some days your left side is cooperative. But the point is to be patient with yourself and just continue to practice. Also keep in mind that you can use the wall as a support system, and you can start at the wall and move forward, gradually taking yourself off the wall and doing the poses without that support. So moving into tree, place the weight of your body in your left foot as you take your right heel. So send your right knee to the right heel lays gently on your left ankle as you bring your palms to heart center. Or perhaps you bring your arms in a V, or perhaps you bring your arms up by your ears. Drishti straight ahead. And there you have it, tree. Maybe you bring your right foot, sole of your foot, onto your left shin. And there you have it, tree once again. Or maybe continue pressing into your left foot and bend your right knee. Take hold of your right ankle as you press your right foot into your left thigh. Drishti straight ahead. And perhaps you grow your tree. Take a couple breaths wherever you are, and then gently release the pose. So notice there's 3 steps or the wall. So just be patient with yourself, and let's try the right side. Placing the weight of your body in your right foot, palms come to Anjali Mudra, left heel onto right ankle, and arms either in a V or up by your ears. Drishti straight ahead. Always remembering to find that focal point and remembering to breathe. Both things will always help you with your balance. And if this is working for you, perhaps you grow your tree by placing your left foot on your right shin. And if you find that is working for you, continue pressing your weight into your right foot. Bend your left knee and bring your left foot to the top of your right thigh. Drishti straight ahead. Remembering to press into all corners of your right foot. And remembering to breathe. And then very gently release the pose. Walk your feet out. And now that we've balanced, we're going to move down to the mat. Standing in Tadasana. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, dive down into Uttanasana. Step back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring your knees down as you swing your legs around. Keeping your feet flexed. Moving into Dandasana or staff pose. Palms come by your side. Drishti down your nose. And just take a breath here before we move into seated forward fold. And you can keep a slight bend in your knees as you inhale, lift up, and pour yourself over. And maybe gradually allow your knees to release. And while here, inhale, lift your crown, and on each exhale, maybe you pour your belly over your thighs a little bit more. Perhaps you can touch your toes. Wherever you are, Find your edge. And just take a couple breaths. Release your palms if they were on your toes, and just gradually walk yourself up. And then bend your right knee and bring your right foot over your left knee as we move into a twist. Inhale, lift, and then twist, allowing your right palm to come behind you and embracing your right thigh, right knee area with your left arm. And on each inhale, lift your crown, and on each exhale, perhaps you can turn or twist a little bit deeper, sending your gaze over your right shoulder. Release your head first, and then release your body. And then once you lower your right leg, bend your left knee and bring your left foot outside of your right knee. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. Left palm lands behind you, right arm embraces the left thigh. Inhale, lift your crown, and then perhaps you twist a little bit deeper, always twisting on the exhale. And perhaps you can hook your elbow outside of your left knee, forearm and palm facing up. But you can patiently grow to there and simply just hold your thigh. Release your neck first, then turn your body around. Bring your toes up to the top of your mat as you bring your arms out in front of you and begin to pour yourself onto the mat. Once here, bring your heels as close to your sit bones as possible. Using your palms, you can hold on to the mat or simply use your palms and press into the mat, moving into bridge pose or Setu Bandhasana. We'll do 3 of these. Inhale, lifting your pelvis as you send your knees in one direction. And then exhale, lower. This time maybe you can go a little bit deeper. Inhale, pressing into your feet, sending your knees in one direction. Perhaps you can bring your shoulders closer together as your chest opens up. And then release. And one more time. Inhale, press. Bringing your pelvis area up, perhaps you open your chest a little bit deeper, and perhaps you can interlace your fingers underneath your back. And take a couple breaths here, wherever you are. And then release your palms if they're clasped, and very gently lower your body to the earth. Moving into a hip opener, reclined pigeon pose, keeping your left foot on the mat. Bring your right ankle to your left knee, keeping your right foot flexed. And then lift your left foot off the earth. Take your palms and embrace your thigh, your left thigh, clasping your fingers around them. And pull your left leg, left thigh towards you. And you should feel a hip opening on the side of your right hip. Remember to keep your right foot flexed. And then gently release everything, lowering your left foot, releasing your palms. Release your right foot to the earth. Moving on the opposite side, take your left ankle and place it on top of your right knee, keeping your left foot flexed, and then bring your right knee towards you as you lift your right foot off the mat. Take your palms and embrace your right thigh with your fingers, clasping your hands together and bringing your right knee towards you, and feel the hip opening on the left side. Then very gently release everything. Bring your right foot to the floor, then bring your left foot to the floor. Give yourself a hug, and then extend the left leg as you bring your right knee towards your chest, keeping your right foot flexed. And then bring the left foot in or left leg in as you extend the right leg, and bringing the left knee towards your chest. And then release your left foot as we begin to move into Shavasana. Allow your feet to flop open. Bring your palms by your side, either facing down for grounding, maybe up for receiving, yogi's choice. And before you let your body sink into the earth, perhaps you can just envision a bouquet of roses. And just notice and think about maybe the time you've received flowers or you've seen flowers in a garden, how each one blooms at a different pace. Some bloom earlier than others. But they all open at their own time. Much like yoga, being patient with your practice. Now allow your bones and your muscles to sink into the earth. Release your facial muscles. And just enjoy the stillness of Shavasana for a few moments. Just know that you can always stay in Shavasana longer. Begin to bring life back into your fingertips and toes. Give yourself one last hug as you roll over to your dominant side, cradling your head in your arm. Then press into your palm as you bring yourself up, keeping your gaze lowered or your eyes closed, and return into Sukhasana, easy pose. Palms come to your knees. So throughout this practice, we talked a little bit about patience. So as you move forward, just remember to be patient with the students you serve, but also to always remember to be patient with yourself. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.